Okay, today I want to talk a little bit about the metric system again, and maybe talk about a few of the problems that may have been a little tougher. I must apologize, I do not have my tablet right now. I left it at school, so you're going to have to bear with me with the mouse a little bit. Alright, remember what you're responsible right now is the kilo, the centi, and the milli prefixes in the metric system. Alright, I'm not going to give you the values for those three. So, of course, the metric system could be used with meters, grams, liters, or seconds. I'm going to talk about the way I remember things, and that's with distances. So I'm going to talk mainly about kilometer, meter, and centimeter, and millimeter. You could extrapolate that kilograms, grams, centigrams, and milligrams. How do I remember the conversion factors for the metric system? Well, one way to do it would be through memorization. Alright, if we are going to get some flashcards together and just memorize which one has the thousands, which ones get the 1, which one gets the 100. But I don't think that's a great investment of your time. I much prefer to use common sense. Alright, when I'm talking about kilometers, I know just from my day-to-day life that kilometers are big. Okay, kilometers are, you go to Canada, you're driving kilometers per hour. They're kind of in that mile class. They're not really a mile, they're actually smaller than a mile, but they're big. Okay, they're a big unit. Then we have the meter, which is the base unit. Okay, there's no prefix in front of it. We know from Kittle's class or physics that meters are basically like a yard or a yardstick. Okay, you can show a meter distance in your arms. Okay, it's big. It's bigger than a foot, but I mean it's a manageable distance. Then we have the centimeter. All right, most of us know that a centimeter is kind of in that inch class. Alright, we've all used rulers. Rulers go from 0 to 12 inches, but on the other side you have the metric equivalent of inches, or that inch class, and that would be the centimeters. Okay, they're small, but they're not terribly small. They're kind of like inches. Then we have millimeters, and millimeters are pretty small. Okay, we've all watched maybe Law and Order, CSI. We know there's a such thing as a 9mm handgun. Okay, it shoots bullets that are 9 millimeters wide. Alright, which are pretty small. They're not quite a centimeter. Okay, so they're not very large. They're not cannon shots. Okay, perhaps we've seen 35mm cameras. Okay, that's the size of the lens. 35 is a pretty good sized number. And it takes 35 millimeters to fill a camera lens. Okay, that's the diameter straight across. So how does this relate to conversion factors? Well, we have to know how they relate to the base unit. Okay, and all you really need to know is that centimeter gets the 100. Everything else gets 1,000. Okay, there's 1,000 somewhere involved in kilometers. There's 1,000 somewhere involved in millimeters, but the centi gets 100. Okay, just like there's 100 cents in a dollar. Okay, it just makes sense. 100 cents in a dollar, 100 centimeters is in some sort of relationship. All right, and let's discover that. Well, kilometers are large. Meters are big, but I mean I can hold one. I can hold a meter stick. And I know there's 1,000 involved. Okay, where does the 1,000 go? Would there be 1,000 kilometers in 1 meter? Okay, 1,000 kilometers, that's like driving down to, Kentucky or Tennessee. That's a big distance. No. Kilometers are large, meters are relatively small, so there's 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. Okay, there's your conversion factor right there. Okay, 1 kilometer in 1,000 meters. 1 kilometer, 1,000 meters. Alright. I could also say kilograms, 1 kilogram in 1,000 grams. I could use kiloseconds, kiloliters, it doesn't matter. 1 kilo in 1,000 base units. Okay, on to centimeter. And we said that there's 100 involved somewhere in the centi. Okay, well, we said centis were kind of small. They're kind of like inches. Okay, not quite, but they're in that class. Meters, we said, were relatively large. Okay, you can hold them in your hand. There's a meter stick. It's kind of like a yardstick. Again, there's 100 involved. 100 smalls equal 1 large. Okay, the centi gets the 100. The base unit gets the 1. All right, it's a little opposite up here. We had 1,000 base units to 1 kilo. It's a little bit different where now we have the base unit getting the 1 and the centi getting the 100. Millimeters, we said, were smaller yet. Okay, like that 9mm handgun. Okay, that's how big the bullet is, 9mm. It's not even quite a centimeter. All right, and there's 1,000 involved, we said. Okay, again, it's going to be many smalls make up one whole. Okay, so 1,000 smalls or 1,000 millimeters equal 1 meter. Okay, you could keep this and memorize it with flashcards for the quiz, or you could just know that centi, like a century or like 100 cents in a dollar. Okay, centi gets 100 and the others get thousands, and rely on your own common sense and real life experiences to figure out how to fill the chart in.